veer off and try to be like anyone else. When you own your voice and you speak truthfully, that is how you monetize your content. Because people see you. When you're trying to be somebody else and something happens and it throws you off track, you can't get back on track because you don't really know how that person would adjust to whatever that situation is. Stay true to yourself. Build your own brand. Everybody knows what your brand is. You can talk back to me, it's okay. Do we know what our brand is? Okay, so your brand is your own personal narrative. It's who you are, it's what you want people to know you as. It's what people say about you when you are not in the room, okay? Your brand is everything. That is how people are going to remember you. That is how people are going to relate to what it is that you do as an individual. And like I said, as long as you are operating from a place of authenticity, excellence, grace, and you always show up as your best self, you're going to do amazing in life.
I just wanted to encourage you, please be okay if you think differently. Don't feel like you have to be like everybody else, because everybody has their own path, right? Believe in yourself, like I've seen here and everybody has said, live with integrity. That is what will get you out of a lot of things. And that will be your North Star. So I'm not going to talk a lot because the grand finale is going to be Cynthia, who has done all of this. We're going to stick around so that you can network with that. But I'm so glad I came, even though it's in Mary's and all about it.
As a Catholic, the bishop wanted some local people to go and learn how to manage hospitals, because most hospitals in Ghana were run by the nuns, right? And they were being sent away. So this is how I got a chance. I was doing my A-levels, because you guys don't even do A-levels and all that. So I raised my hand. 3 of us did, but I was the only one that went. I started as a nurse, then as a midwife. Then I got the opportunity to go to America and be all I can be. And I thought, well, that's where I'm going. And in America, the good thing about America, you can go to school at night, you can go to school at dawn, you can go to school in the afternoon, so you can schedule your school around working. And so eventually, I got my degree as an MD, and I'm obstetrician, gynecologist. So I'm standing here telling you that whatever your dream is, that's what you focus on. I never left that dream that I wanted to be a doctor. I had different stepping stones, but I got there eventually. So I'm telling you that determination, hard work, knowing who you are, like they've all said.
And it is the School Connect on Max 89.7. We're also live on Max TV, don't forget. We are also streaming live on YouTube, and we have to take off with that snippet from the event that happened at St. Mary's, that's Smoga, St. Mary's Old Girls Association. And we just give you a bite of what actually happened, but we're not done. So later at 6 p.m. you can also enjoy that one later today at 6 p.m. on Max TV. We'll have the full event for you to also watch and be abreast with what actually happened. But then let me welcome you once again to today's edition of the School Connect, the biggest senior high school show in the whole of the country. My name is Josal Kokwe, and it's always a pleasure to be here, to chair this program. And I always happen to work with a wonderful team, the technical lead led by DJ Holy, and then also the entire production team led by Madam Betta Asiru, who is not here today though, but wherever she is, good morning going out there to her. And then also Michael Luboy Mati also helping, and then also Joama also helping, and there's Baba also there. And then in the MCR you have Boss Flip also over there, the likes of Godwin, and then also, all the top guys also in there helping us to bring you this presentation. It's 21 minutes past 9. And you'll be asking, which school do we have here today? Yes, we have our guest here today. Last weekend, we went all the way to the Forces Senior High School. Forces Senior High School. They used to be armed forces, but now they said they are not armed anymore. They are only Forces Senior High School, and I really enjoyed my time with them. Today, it's not going to be Forces. We have a very special school in the house today, and we'll be having an extensive conversation about the anniversary that's coming up. And if I'm to even talk about how old this school is, you'll be marveled. You'll just be wowed by how old they are. And I think that's why they pride themselves as, to some extent, the oldest school in the country. Yes, I know as I give this clue, someone or some people have already, been able to guess, right, which school we have here today. So let me go back. Let me do a bit of history about this school like we always do. Then we take our roll call and then we hit the ground running. So there's a school that was established on the 10th of April 1876 by the Wesleyan Methodist Mission, and it was established in Cape Coast, actually, where it's still located. And the school opened with 17 students as the Wesleyan High School, like I said, under the leadership of a 17-year-old French scholar named James Picot. And then also during its early years, the institution faced severe hardships and was nearly forced to close. It was saved by 8 dedicated students who stayed on campus and taught themselves in the absence of teachers. This is profound. A historic resilience honored today by the Faithful 8 monument. And then also in 1905, an illustrious alumnus named John Mensah Saba reorganized and revived the school after a period of decline. He renamed it MFANTSIPIM. So, ladies and gentlemen, our guest star for today on the School Connect is the MFANTSIPIM Senior High School. MFANTSIPIM School. I want to say Kwabutwe. Kwabutwe. They have nicknames that they are I don't know. Mona where site no? And then yamwa. One side, man, and side no. Infantiman side no. I'm always confused. I don't know. I just can't distinguish between the two. But then, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Now, come to say.
Nyamiado.
But let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. No, do you think as an alumnus of the school, do you think it's MFANTSIPIM or no other school?
Oh, as for this debate, it has been settled a long time.
Since when? Since when?
I'm wondering why you are even asking.
No, since when did you settle the debate?
One of our great rivals, one of the top alumnus of our great rivals at this adult, being Dr. Sam Jonah, at our official lunch on April 11th, he himself came and settled that.
Oh, how? So
you get my point. He stated it that, in other words, he said that MFANTSIPIM pushes at disco, we are the standard, and so when they are pushing us, we go higher, and they are also forced to come higher. So if some general recognize that we are the best, I mean all the others,
it's just I don't know, just an individual's view.
No, he was expressing a national view.
Oh no, individually, from an individual perspective. So
yes.
And yeah, okay.
Yes, so but do you have any counter view?
Oh, of course, everyone does. I have my.
So which do you think is the best?
Alright, so welcome MFANTSIPIM Senior High School. Kwabutwe.
But the school is not MFANTSIPIM Senior High School. It's simply MFANTSIPIM, or if you want people to know what it is you are talking about, you add school. So it's
why isn't it a senior high school?
Oh, I mean, yes, it's in the senior high school system as we know it.
So why can't I say senior high school technically?
But that is not the name. So even in GS records and stuff, there's nothing like MFANTSIPIM Senior High School.
So how come everyone moved into a senior high school and you people still keep school without putting it there for better recognition?
It's a matter of naming. You get my point. I mean, Accra Academy, they still refer to them as mostly as Accra Academy.
Okay.
Because
it's an academy.
Yes.
Okay.
And you even have Prempeh, they call themselves a college. But a college, as you know, it is a university. You get my point. So that is the original name of the school. In fact, the earlier founders insisted on just the name MFANTSIPIM, because when they were building it, they had the idea not only of a secondary education, but there was a belief that it may even morph into something later on. That's the university.
But it's still as it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That so because of that, they insist on the name MFANTSIPIM.
Okay.
I'll get my point.
Okay. Right. Thanks for that correction. So it's MFANTSIPIM School.
Yes.
MFANTSIPIM School.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's start off with the roll call. Your name, which year group, and why you chose to go to MFANTSIPIM.
Oh, I mean, okay. So my name is Achu Agbamabiase. I'm of the 2002 year group, MOBA 2002. I'm a member of the 150th anniversary planning committee.
150th
anniversary planning committee. Yeah, the main planning committee. And then I'm also a member of the MOBA National Council, MOBA Council, which is essentially like our parliament.
You have a parliament?
Yes. So like our Senate. That is our highest plenary body. For us, we constantly have 50 active year groups. And out of these 50 active year groups, just like America and the US, every state has 2 senators. They said 2 senators. So every year group has 2 people called council reps.
Oh, okay.
On the MOBA council. Okay. And that's the highest plenary decision-making body of MOBA. So I'm a member representing the 2002 year group.
Oh, okay.
I have another member who is Papi Datsun. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. He was supposed to be here with me, but we are having another program with 6 other schools. It's a sports program actually. So he couldn't make it here.
You don't partake in sports.
He said, I partake, but I had to honor your invite. So
that's right. That's an excuse.
Yes.
No, it's
that shows you how.
No, it's accepted. The excuse is accepted.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I ask. Before we go back and look at your days back in school.
Sure.
I didn't go P1 MFANTSIPIM.
Oh, I mean, for me, going to MFANTSIPIM, I've said it before on an interview. Actually, this is the truth. And sometimes when you say some of these things, some people are uncomfortable, but that's the truth. Initially, I wanted to go to PRESEC.
You didn't want to go to MFANTSIPIM?
Not because it's not like I didn't want to go to MFANTSIPIM. It's like more or less. It's not I didn't want to go to MFANTSIPIM, but I initially thought of having all my education in Accra. So junior high in Accra, go to PRESEC,
you should go to
university. You get a point. I didn't. It was not that I was afraid of traveling, but I don't like me. My one of my basic philosophies is that if it's not broken, why fix it? If I can do everything here and be comfortable, I mean, you hear of people saying there are people planning to make 15 kilometer cities where you live within a 15-kilometer radius. One person will not be affected by that. If it becomes something in this world, it's me. I don't. You don't move anywhere. I don't know. If I need to move, I move. But if there is no need, once I can be in my room and do my stuff, I mean, I don't need to say I'm here. So that was what I thought. I wanted. But you see, MFANTSIPIM is traditionally my family school. So I have 7 first cousins and uncles and relatives who went to MFANTSIPIM. 7 before you? They are all alive. Yes. Before you? Yeah, before me. So one was with me at MFANTSIPIM. My cousin, first cousin, he went to Harvard Medical School. So we're both at MFANTSIPIM together. And then we have my uncle who is a medical doctor studying in Germany. He started it in 57. He was Kofi Annan's mate and friend. And so it has gone down to like 7 of us. So we know those days we used to choose before the exams. Yeah. So when I indicated that that's what I wanted to choose, and my father told my uncle, it was like, no, in this family we don't allow that. Did your daddy attend MFANTSIPIM? No. My father attended. My father was very, very much Takrady based. Oh, okay. So he attended Fijaya, which is said to be MFANTSIPIM of the West. Because Fijaya was also founded by people from MFANTSIPIM. Okay. So in some ways, I still linked. So he wasn't comfortable with you going to PRESEC? My father didn't. I won't say he didn't care, but my father is not. My father is a big liberal. Like once what you do, because my father, what he will tell you is that whatever you want to do with your life, education-wise, he will support you.
Sure.
But he was not going to determine go to precept.
So why did he blow that whistle to your uncle?
Oh, sir, it's just about informing him that, oh, this is what your nephew, this is what your nephew is doing or wants to do. You get my point? Then he said, no, this is not allowed here. Have you heard it before? I mean, and he's senior to my father.
But do you have any like older siblings?
Yeah, so I had a twin brother. Unfortunately, we lost him 2 years ago.
So sorry. Eche.
Yes.
So sorry.
We lost him 2 years ago. I have cousins, first cousins, who are my uncle's children and stuff. Sedo, Senna, they all went to MFANTSIPIM. Kwame went to MFANTSIPIM. Mauko went to MFANTSIPIM.
Wow.
Edo Bejira went to MFANTSIPIM. My other uncle went to MFANTSIPIM. The other one went to MFANTSIPIM.
It's really a family school.
So, I mean, yeah, so when it came, so my uncle pushed back. Now, but you see, it was easier for me to switch to MFANTSIPIM simply because it was in '99, and that was the year, Bugune's year, when they won the Science and Maths quiz. They beat Presec on the way, at the semi-final stage, before winning the final. So when they said, oh, you have to go to MFANTSIPIM, I said, okay, I mean, if they are beating Presec, why not?
So you had a genuine reason to.
So it made it easier for me. It made it easier for me.
Okay.
So really that's how come I went to MFANTSIPIM. And I have not regretted going there. In fact, looking back, sometimes there are certain decisions not in our hands.
Yeah.
But God knows. You see, God knew that if I mean, Presec is a very good school. No two ways about that. But in terms of tradition-wise and stuff, Presec themselves, they acknowledge that MFANTSIPIM has that. In terms of network, tradition, I mean, fraternity-wise, I don't think MFANTSIPIM.
Think is the biggest.
Has a rival.
You think it's the biggest in Ghana?
Not just in Ghana, but in Africa, probably. So it makes it. So I mean, the after school of MFANTSIPIM is very rich. It's very rich compared because you have a wide network of old boys you can do stuff with and stuff. So I mean, looking back, I realized that yes, it was. I mean, maybe originally intended to go to Presec, but God had another plan for me. You hear my point? So sometimes, I mean, it's only after you get to a certain age that you decide that whatever I choose is what I choose. At a younger age,
you just have no control sometimes.
No, yeah, sometimes they'll impose it upon you. The only thing you can trust God for is that at the end of the day, to work for your good.
Sure.
And I believe that choice has worked for my good.
Wow. Okay. Wow. But do you remember your very first day in MFANTSIPIM?
Yes. I mean, I met my friend. I mean, and that particular friend, I knew him from GSS. He attended Bishop Bowers, Irvin Blankson. He was my mate, and we used to meet at a GSS competition called Finance Brain Busters at the British Council, at the then British Council, and we met at the how do you call it? We met at the STC. You remember those days? STC buses were the main way people used to transport themselves to schools. And so we met at the STC. So I was with my father. He was with his father. We met and we said, "Hey, we met again here after GSS." Then, in funny enough, we went to the same house, the same floor, and we were both science students. But unfortunately, this time he was in S1, I was in S2. But and some of them have been lifelong friends ever since. We got to the school. But luckily for him, he knew one or two of the. Okay, I also knew one or two of the seniors. Okay. I was not that close to them; they were in my area. But he was closer to a lot of the people he knew, so maybe he settled in a bit easier. I struggled a bit because that's my first time in any boarding house. But I know, I mean, you learn. I mean, that's the essence of it. So I made a few friends, and then the rest they say is history.
So you went to. Sorry to ask this, but you didn't go with your brother to MFANTSIPIM?
No, my brother went to St. Augustine's.
He went to St. Augustine's, and you went. So you were virtually on the same.
Yes.
Whenever you are going, you just go together. Then he would just part.
And actually, he going to St. Augustine's was something he insisted upon simply because he wanted to offer business. And you know, in France, they don't offer business. So the compromise was that
then he had to
skip coast, so he should also go to.
If not for that, he would have been with you.
The first one, yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, yeah.
Wow.
It was a family school.
No,
yeah,
okay, I get it. So
Yeah.
maybe he attended Augustine's though, but
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
spiritually,
hard work.
exactly.
exactly.
Okay, but in '99, how was it like in going to school? '99,
No.
years before.
So I went 2000.
You went 2000.
January 2000.
So you spent a term at home before
No.
going, or that was when,
those days we went to school in January.
in January.
Yeah.
So in January 2000, you
Yes,
started.
Yes.
Wow.
So we started school in January 2000. Yeah, those days. That's when we. So I went in January 2000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And how was it like? Your
Oh, I mean,
first term.
was normal. I mean, if you enter into class with people, everybody has 10 ones or 9 ones, and everybody came there. They say everybody is the best student in the school.
From where they are coming from.
So when you're in the class, you are like, hey, it's a baby. Yeah, but so it's like a baby. So more or less like you are pitching, you're being your best in your school. To these other guys being their best, coming from all over, from Kumasi, from Takoradi, from other places in Accra. Yeah, but I mean, what made it easier, and I realized that a year to an extent was after our first midterms. So after our first midterms, we did a physics paper, like a midterms.
Okay.
And when they marked the paper, they brought it. I got the highest in my class. I said,
wow.
And they said, "We be." So the rest is history.
Give up hope, eh? At least.
The rest is history. Yeah. But I mean, it's always, you always get people. You see, one thing about schools like MFANTSIPIM, Presec, Adisa, and the rest. Sometimes people don't understand why people say, "Oh, why do people want to force their children to those schools?" It is the atmosphere and the environment it gives, the very competitive nature. So it spurs your word to want to do best. I mean, one thing about MFANTSIPIM, we mentioned the Faithful 8 story and everything. That story is told you the moment you get to the school. So you know that with or without a teacher, you must find a way to. So one thing about MFANTSIPIM is students teaching each other. You hear my point? So sometimes if you don't have teachers for a certain particular subject or something or a certain period, sometimes what happens is that a student who has learned ahead teaches his colleagues. Sometimes I prep and the rest. And for me, for example, I mean, Form 2, Form 3, we struggled with physics teachers. But I always used to learn ahead when I came home through extra classes. So sometimes you get preps where my class people will say, "Achu, you have to come and teach us this topic in physics." And the whole prep, they will come and sit down. 40-something people in the class. They will come. Yes, because it's the point that you are behind. SSC is coming. You don't know the thing. You get a point. So you look for someone who you believe has studied it and knows it to come and do it. It doesn't necessarily mean that one person will teach everything. But, I mean, you teach this person will teach this. So that community and that nature, that is why people, and just the sheer fact that it's a very competitive environment where you don't want to disgrace yourself. It spurs people on. That's why even under the GS system they have cluster A, cluster B, cluster C, grade A, grade A, grade B, because it's all about the competitive nature there. You get my point.
Yeah.
So that's something worth noting. Yeah.
Wow. That's quite profound. Now let's go to the school. Let's talk about the house. Which house were you in?
Oh, I was in Battlesnith House.
Battlesnith. But how many houses do you have there now?
Okay, so during my days it was 6.
6 houses. Now how many?
Now it's 8.
8.
Since free SHS, they've added 2.
2 more houses.
Yeah, Abraka Money and Bradford Dunchi. But in my days it was 6. Bama Aqua, Saba Pico, Freeman Agri, Loka Schweizer, Pickett Packer. Yeah, so it was 6, and then Battlesmith, it was 6. 6. So they've added 2 more, Abraka Money and then Bradford Dunchi, which are newer houses. All houses in MFANTSIPIM are named after generally after former headmasters.
Okay.
With the exception of this Freeman and Mensa Saba. But Mensa Saba, you mentioned him.
Yeah.
Because of his prominence, a house was named after him, and then Freeman also, Birch Freeman.
It looks like 2 names, 2 separate names.
Yes, two separate names.
Even Mensa Saba, 2 separate names.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, so Mensa Saba, the house is not Mensa Saba. It's called Saba Pico.
Saba Pico.
Pico was the first headmaster, the one you mentioned, the Frenchman.
Okay.
Yeah. So Saba
And Pico put
so
together.
Put together.
Ah,
And then
okay.
Battles was a headmaster.
Okay.
It was first African full-time headmaster. There was an African headmaster before him, but that person was only acting. But in terms of substantive, he was the first. And then Smith was also a headmaster, but he came from the British Isles. You know, Mfantsipim had a lot of British, Scottish, Irish, French, English teachers, tutors, headmasters over the period. In fact, some are even alive. So during the recent celebrations in the UK, some of them were invited. They taught in the school and that kind of thing. So the houses are named. There was a deliberate decision taken to name houses after headmasters,
former headmasters,
to more or less immortalize their names. So
But you remember the colors of these houses?
oh, I mean, all our houses are. The theme of the school is black and red.
Black,
red, and
so
white.
there aren't any unique colors for all these schools,
No.
these houses.
No. So we paint everything. I mean, you know, Mfantsipim architecture is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Wow.
Yeah, and the Financial Times, when they published last year about the greatest landmarks, in Mfantsipim, the houses, they were captured designs of the 20th century.
Wow.
Internationally. Old school, yeah. I mean, mainly, actually 5. Even Battles Smith came later on. Battles Smith came later on in the 70s. But all the earlier ones came. Those were the very traditional old school houses, and they've stood the test of time. When you see the design, you look at it, you wonder whether the world has deteriorated in terms of design.
Oh, really? As compared to the modern ones?
You see, and that same concept was used in building the houses in Prempeh College. So if you go to Prempeh College, the houses resemble Mfantsipim because Prempeh was essentially a copy of Mfantsipim, so to speak. That's why Prempeh is referred to as the Mfantsipim of Ashanti, or Mfantsipim of the of Masi.
Wow. Wow. Now let's move on to practices in the boarding house. You've mentioned the 8 houses you used to have. What were the practices that when you went to school they looked so weird? That you had to struggle to adapt to.
Oh, for me, one of the major practices I faced, which really was this idea of hiding during your birthdays and special days. So, because the tradition was that when it's your birthday, they will come and pound you in your bed and that kind of thing. They won't let you sleep. They'll come and put toothpaste on you. They'll pour water on you in your bed, and all those. You won't let you sleep. I don't think it's only in the Mfantsipim. I think it's also in other high schools. So what it is that I had a very good friend who stays in the area here. At Dansoman actually, and so during those days, especially when we were writing the SSC and everything, because my birthday is in August. So what happens generally is that he will come to me. He was in Bamakwa, so he said, "Would you come and sleep in my bed? Let me find so that when they come, they won't find you." So you have to find ways of surviving. When I was in Form 1 and Form 2. Especially from the seniors, you have to hide, because I was a wanted person. So
why were you wanted?
Oh, I knew that if I spend too much time at the domestic site, they will harass me a lot. So me, I generally didn't spend much time at the domestic site. So I come back late to sometimes even siesta, I hide, and because of that, I went to look for a role as a worker in the library. For one reason, there was 2 reasons why. That one reason was that you could get any book you needed to in the library. And number 2, when you are there, it's a good place to hide. You can say that you were in the library, so because when the senior asks why did you come for siesta, you say you are arranging things in the library. And the library at the time was my friend. He liked me, so he said, "Oh, I choose." So that, and then sometimes we used to eat in groups, and I didn't quite enjoy too much of that, because you see, when I'm visited, the seniors virtually take my food. So I realized that it was a trap.
Wait, that one you couldn't hide it?
No, you couldn't hide it, because they see your
friends come.
They said they brought you food, and my mom, she was also very interactive, so she comes she says, "Oh, where are your seniors? I want to see your seniors."
Oh.
My mother always wanted to commit you to someone. You know those kind of things. So it can once it commit you, and there are people in my area, in my hood at the time, Bubuashi, because I grew up in Bubuashi.
Okay.
Who were at MFANTSIPIM. Some would visit our house, and
so they really knew you in school.
Oh yeah. So when they come up, my mother wants to see them. Oh, actually, where is this man? Where is this man?
By the time you realize, why the guys know that your mother is in.
Yeah. So they were in Form 3 as well. One was in Form 3, one was in Form 2. So you see that me Form 1 boy there. I was in their hands. My mother was a very protective woman.
Okay.
So she felt, okay, let me make sure that there's someone looking out for you, which makes sense.
Yeah.
You get my point. But I felt always uncomfortable. I always felt I could do my things. Because of that, they always could bully me. They can come for sardine. They can come for this.
I think they know you at home. They know if you don't give them, you're in big trouble.
But when we went home, I used to hide from them a lot.
It looks like you've always been hiding throughout your life.
Yeah, I mean, this is personal, but I think that the first 40 years of my life was to survive, was to hide and survive.
Hiding from who?
I am hiding from everything, from the world, from the elements, from everything. I am now in my season of manifestation.
So now
yes,
now you be exposed.
Now I'm manifesting myself to the glory of God. So I survived the first 40 years where I needed to hide.
And you hid very well.
And I hid very well. Now it's manifestation. I'm going to manifest.
Now everyone will see you.
It doesn't matter what is out there.
You are not scared. So that brings us to 48 minutes past 9. Still the School Connected. We have MFANTSIPIM School here. Wow. And our guest is Achu. Charlie, the surname there will help me.
Agbamabiase.
Agbamabiase. I know every name has a meaning.
Yeah.
This one too.
What? You
has
a meaning?
Yeah, of course. I know they have literal meanings.
Okay, so Agbamabiase simply means, I mean, okay, there are two interpretations for it.
Okay, in the same language.
Yeah, but the interpretation my people, my clan, subscribes to is the fact that life cannot question destiny. So let me explain.
This is deep.
So let me explain. So if you say life cannot question destiny, you know there are a lot of things life throws at us.
Yeah.
And if you are not careful, the happenings in life can bend your destiny. You get my point?
Yeah.
Away from what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You get my point? But our surname reinforces the fact that life, and you see, actually that life there is not just talking about life, but it's also talking about God. So se in ever can stand for life or God in that way.
Okay.
So life cannot question destiny. We cannot question divine destiny. Let me put it that way.
So if it's meant to happen.
So if it's meant to happen,
it will.
Once you stay the course, the challenges in life will come, but you will attain it. So that's the meaning of it.
I get it. That's how deep it is. So no matter what happens, if you are meant, like the per second, you know,
exactly.
If it's meant to be, exactly. Let's talk a bit about your time in the boarding house. I'm more fascinated, because we have kids listening. Sure. And sometimes these kids are also excited about some of these things. 2000 is not 2026.
Yes.
But then there are certain practices that still exist within the school.
So this is one thing I would advise young people going to boarding house. When you go, quickly make friends. Try and make friends within your year group.
They shouldn't hide.
No, don't hide. I mean, even though I was hiding, I had 2, 3, 4, 5 friends.
Okay.
Whom I could trust, who were loyal. You get my point? Yeah. Both in my year group, seniors. You get my point?
Okay.
Make friends. You get people you have the same worldview with, ideology with, that kind of thing. People you can flow with. You get my point? Apart from helping you settle in, it helps you also navigate. You get my point? Like I said, I mentioned my very good friend Edward. The two of us, it got to a time we were not even eating from the dining hall, simply because we knew that we didn't so much. Even though the dining hall food was relatively good, we preferred rice a lot.
Okay.
So more often, unless it is jollof rice which they cook in the dining hall, more often than not, we had our own bags of rice. We take to school.
Bags of rice to school.
And we went to put it in one of the housemaster's houses. Chemistry department headmaster. I had department head. He was my very good friend. He liked me a lot.
Okay.
So we went to put it in his house, and then his wife cooked it for us. His wife and daughter.
Charlie, why?
So I you see, there are some people, they just meet you. I mean, sometimes I believe it's a divine connection. They like you.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, a statement can be made that I was the best student in his class, in his chemistry class. So he had a liking for me. But it was also because he was also lecturing a lot of times at the chemistry department at UCC, part-time.
Okay.
And so, because I was the best student in his class, and most of the chemistry things I learn ahead, he sometimes tells me to go and teach my class people. So I'm there were periods where I always had access to.
So you're more or less like a TA.
Yes, in certain instances.
Wow.
Because you know, I used to attend. It's on your street here, college and college.
College and college, yeah, I know.
Yes,
it's right here. Yeah.
So college and college.
As at that time.
Yes, our days was when college and college was college and college. So
as at the 2000, early 2000.
Yes. So I mean, college and college, he teaches us so far advanced. You know, we come to those days. You vacate, you come for 1 month, sometimes even six weeks.
Yeah.
You get my point? So virtually, if you are serious, and college teaches and goes deep into virtually into whatever you are going to do during the term.
Wow.
So when you get there, when you're able to, you learn it and you take your vacation serious. When you go to school, you can relax. You will just be solving questions, or someone will come and tell you, "I don't understand this. Teach me." You get my point. So I mean, that made my high school education relatively very easy for me. Whoa. Because I mean, I was studying a lot during vacations. I'm not someone who spent my vacations going for jams and things. In fact, the what I used to entertain myself with was, I had 2-3 friends. We used to play PS1, PS1, PS2. You know those things.
Yeah.
If I choose Barcelona like that.
Yeah. Everyone is dead.
Yeah, that is for. I mean, that was our mainstay. So maybe days we didn't go for classes. We'll meet in one.
So you were not the outdoor type.
No. I have never been. I mean, I grew up before. Even that is because of areas I went to go and stay.
No, but Washi is quite not so. You know, you wouldn't say it's.
No, yes, but that's what I'm saying. That I was an indoor person. Those were my early years.
Okay.
You see, we left Bubashi for Dansoman after I finished in FANTSIPIM. After 2002. So 2003, when I finished school, that December, we moved to Dansoman. 2002.
Okay. Okay.
So we stayed in Dansoman for years, and my father built at behind Achimota Fanko, and the family moved there in 2007.
Okay.
I stayed there just for 2 years, and then I moved to start working at the Airport residential area.
Okay.
You see, my office was just next to my house.
Wow.
So those communities were the ones which made me go up, because I was working. It was a work environment. Sometimes colleagues want us to go and watch a movie at Silverbed. They want us to go to the mall. You know. So, So I'm not so used to that kind of going out. It's not like I didn't have friends. We have friends, but most of my friends are like me. They like to play video games. And the video games, we do it as a competition. Like we can play a whole tournament in a day. World Cup from beginning to end.
You host World Cup.
You host World Cup. We don't wait for 4 years. We don't wait for 4 years. So Kwesi Asante Kwabia will come around. Prosper Tansi will come around. Kweku Enchu will come around. Enchu will come around. We meet in Kwesi's house. And you see, the Kwesi's father, God bless his soul, he loved what we went because we were not only playing games, we were also studying and going for classes.
Okay.
And he saw some of us as very positive influence on his son. You know my point? Yeah. Otherwise, our lives would have been wasting it. I mean, you know that a lot of people look back at their high school and felt they wasted time going out doing too many things. Yeah. Some also, it helped them. But some people look back and said, I should have cut back on some of these things.
Sure.
You get my point? Sure. And probably use my time to do other things which might be beneficial to me now. Yeah. But we were, quote unquote, fortunate enough to be in that space where we use that. And you see, people underestimate. Yes, there's a level of playing video games which can become addictive and which is not healthy. But generally, video games helps build your mind a lot. Okay. In terms of solving problems. If you are playing PS soccer and the rest, you understand what I'm referring to. It helps you. It sharpens. I mean, your neural networks. in terms of what to do to get where you need to get to solve things. It helps a lot. It's just that when it becomes addictive, then it affects other areas of your life. Yeah, but it's a very good way to learn. If you watch the East Asians, the South Koreans, Japanese, they play that a lot.
They
do competitions, and you see they are very technologically inclined. Those are part of building the neural networks. It's similar to learning robotics and things. It's similar to learning how to build things.
Wow.
You get my point? Wow. So I mean, it's something which, apart from the negative side where it can be addictive, which is something we should adopt a lot. At a younger age, it keeps. Yes, we also have to do outdoor things like sport and things. In fact, we are doing sports today and things. It all helps to sharpen their mind. It's not always about sitting behind a book trying to cram things so that you go and answer A, B, C, D, and the rest. You have to be able to develop. Our education system has to be able to develop to a extent where people can have practical, critical thinking skills.
Wow.
That's what.
Wow. That's interesting, because we are in an era where some parents even believe that even exposing the kids to too much technology could really,
I mean, there is for me there is an element of truth to that as well. If it depends on what you are exposing them to. One, children also need leisure. They have to also interact. They have to relax their brains. But whilst relaxing their brains, they also have to be learning indirectly. I believe video games is one such. You just have to regulate it. You can tell them that, look, maybe after 6
But during the time, don't you think you were just fortunate that you just had that right frame of mind to know when to switch in between?
That's what I'm saying, that it was a privilege. It's grace. Sometimes people think that God's guidance is always active. Maybe you're always hearing a voice, do this, do that. No. A lot of times, God guides you and leads you in a certain way, in your interest, in what you desire to do, and the rest. And it's all shaping you. That's why it's written even in scripture concerning Cyrus that even though he doesn't know God, God is the one who was guiding him. You get my point? People don't see that aspect of divine leading. And I personally believe, looking back in my life, I tend to realize that almost everything I'm doing today or will do today or I project to do tomorrow is based on a certain step I took when I was a bit younger. And that's those times I was taking those steps for different reasons. Maybe, but it's divine guidance. So you have to learn how to work through all those things. That is. And maybe my name also. I'm
about to say, the name really did a lot.
Exactly. Names are really, and that is why even if you notice in the Bible, God changes people's names
sometimes.
So yes, when there is the need to, because names are very powerful. Names are very powerful.
See, this has turned into, I don't know, some biblical lecture. I'm really enjoying it. All right, so it's just 1 minute to the top of the hour 10. It is Max TV, Max FM 89.7, Max TV GH on YouTube. And our guest in the studio today is MFANTSIPIM School. And, we've really, explored a lot. I've really enjoyed the conversation. But then we would have to head for a commercial break. When we are back, Achu will be telling us a bit more about the sporting events that's currently happening in Achimota. And if MFANTSIPIM are doing well or they are not doing well, I'll get to know. Because I have the fixtures here. Motown is playing at disco. Hey! Kwaboche at disco to go play. And Kwaboche at disco or that year to go play. Hey, tell me about the fixtures we talk for. That's why we say we like here. So say we go play. We now go play for it. Alright, so let's head for a commercial break. It's still the School Connect on Max TV, Max 89.7. We'll be right back.
Also, TV is very clear and bright.
This is the new itel QLED TV. You will love it.
To get in the box. Here's Messi. This is positive. Williams.
Every 4 years, the world stops, dreams are born, heroes rise, and nations believe. But beyond the goals, beyond the glory, there are stories. Stories from the dressing room, stories from the fans, stories from the streets of Ghana. Introducing Max TV World Cup Diaries, your daily pass to everything World Cup. Highlights, behind the scenes, fans' reactions, exclusive stories. If you missed the match, no wahala. We bring you the full vibe. Charlie, this one there, you no go feel mess. Join the journey, feel the passion, live the stories. Max TV World Cup Diaries. Feel the game, tell the story. Only on Max TV.
Massive novella before. O novella watch and win. Aye fe, aye de, na aye nika. Sha novella watch and win. Thursday win, any Thursday bia. 5 p.m. sharp na yen diagro.
Join us as we dive deeper into your favorite Max novellas with hotter discussions, challenging trivia, and new updates that will keep you glued to your screen. Test your knowledge, answer questions, and win amazing prizes.
Kayo, so watch and win. Thursday way, any Thursday bia. 5 p.m. on Max TV. Watch, answer questions, and win big. Max TV novellas. And double.
Break it, still the School Connect on Max TV and then also Max 89.7. And right before we came back from the break, I received a call from an disco student. Charlie, the message the boys can give you, Charlie. My heart safe, my heart. See, the guy say he won't fly. You don't day here, but I won't fly come here. I know. See, the guy, he say he won't fly come here.
When he come.
Is that make it come?
Here he come.
Is it you don't know why, like, of late everybody they mention at disco?
You don't know why everybody mention?
Yeah, we be had no to at disco. We be any at disco like.
Oh, sir, at disco, no, they themselves describe themselves as our greatest rival.
They know you.
No, we don't. People try to be a rival, but we don't see anybody as a rival. So they themselves self-describe greatest rival. So we like to use them to talk.
So you accept them?
Oh, we accept them.
You accept them?
See, in bear in mind, at this school and France were two of the oldest schools.
Yeah, sure.
So together with GSTS, in fact, the three of us used to have triangular games.
Okay.
Ourselves, GSTS, and at this school, because we're the three oldest schools.
Okay.
You got a point.
Okay.
So, and because at this school was with us in Cape Coast, we are at one side of a hill, Kabochi, and they are on the other side of the hill. So we refer to them as the school on the other side of the hill.
The school on the other side of the hill.
So that rivalry has existed.
Yeah. Almost me bomudi.
Oh, me bomudi.
I was saying that Holy Saturday me bomudi.
Me bomudi. Is elevated.
And also more mileage.
Me more mileage. The man say me more mileage. But some man who say apart from all other schools, one may consider as close.
I think I'll put this in the hands of my producers to make this happen. I would want MFANTSIPIM and a disco in my studio one day.
We'll gladly come.
I'll host the tour. This place will be on fire.
Yes. In fact, our 2016 people will be having their induction on July 4th. If you don't mind, you can set it up. Some of them will come here. Disco 2016 will come here. Let them come and have a night.
It will be a great. Is it a Saturday? Is July 4th a Saturday?
Yes.
I
think it's a Saturday. But even if it's not a Saturday, you can. It will bound to be a Saturday.
It's actually my birthday, so. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can bring. They will give you a happy birthday. So set them up. Let them come.
My producers, I hope you are listening. Yeah. Okay, so welcome back from the biggest still the School Connect. Like I said, the biggest senior high school show. And if you're a parent and you're watching, see, I'm sure each and every passing Saturday, you learn something about these big schools we have, in the country. And definitely when it comes to the point where you need to make a decision for your ward, you wouldn't fumble. Because each and every time a school comes here, they ensure that they leave something unique about their schools that could inform you. But let's do a bit of some news within the senior high school. So Archbishop Porter Girls, They are also the 2016 year group in collaboration with St. John's School and Old Saint 2026 year group will be having their mass on Sunday. That's the 31st of May 2026. So if I can have that at the St. James Catholic Church in Osu, Greater Accra region at 8:30. And then also the same event will be happening at Christ the King Catholic School, Catholic Church in Efiakuma, Takrady Western region at 8 a.m. And the dress code is all white. Ladies, you add a yellow fascinator or headpiece. So that's it over there. Yeah, two schools combining. You have Archbishop Porter Girls 2016 year group, and then also St. John's School Old Saint 2026 year group coming together to have the Thanksgiving Mass on Sunday. That's tomorrow, the 31st of May 2026 at the St. James Catholic Osu Church, Accra. So two separate locations, two different regions, but in the same program happening. So the one in Accra will begin at 8:30 a.m. and then also in Efiakuma Takrady in the Western region at the Christ the King Catholic Church at 8 a.m. tomorrow. You also have the Thanksgiving happening over there, and the dress code, like I said, is all white, but then for the ladies, just a touch of yellow, you know, the fascinator or the headpiece would do. So that's the news. So if you are an old student of Archbishop Porter Girls or 2026 year group of the St. John's School Old Saint, then there's some information for you. Then let's move on, because Accra High School Old Student Association, AHISCO 2000s Health Walk, it will also be coming off on the 6th of June 2026, and it's been themed the walk and vibe. So we are not just walking, but it will be vibing as we walk. So there's Accra High School Old Students Association, also known as AHISCO, also coming up with this one, and the date is Saturday the 6th of June 2026. The time is exactly 6 a.m. Exactly 6 a.m. and the assembly point will be at Ayi Mensa, you know, right beneath, you know, the hill, and the route they'll be walking up the mountain all the way to Pediase. They'll be walking all the way to Pediase. So the activities will also include aerobics and keep fit session, and then also there'll be networking and fun moment, as well as you know, the little open forum, sorry. That's a meeting as well, and then there'll be refreshment, and the dress code is any AHISCO branded t-shirt, so that's it. For more, contact 0244072155, 0276229145. So those are the numbers. So that has to do with Accra High School Old Student Association, the AHISCO 2000s Health Walk on the 6th of June 2026. That's just next weekend. Next week Saturday. It's only a week away from today. So, you know, join them. Let's walk and vibe. The dress code, any AHISCO branded t-shirt. So that's it. Now let's also go to the Achimota School Park. There's an event happening, and it will be interesting to take the thoughts of Achu, who is right here. I don't know if he's played any games, but Achu, have you played any of the games so far?
Oh no, I mean the games are today, but I mean the whole idea was games, football games, between the schools you mentioned. So Presec, MFANTSIPIM, Adisadel, and then Achimota as boys at the boys' side. Then for the ladies, of course, Achimota also has ladies. It's a mixed school.
Yeah, it's a mixed school. Yeah.
So Holy Child, Wesley Girls, and the Brick Girls.
Ah, so 4-4.
Yeah, so more.
So it's more like Achimota.
So there are 7 schools, but
Achimota representing in both categories. Okay.
Yeah. So those are the fixtures, and it's currently ongoing.
It's happening today.
Yes, it's going.
But will you play, or you're not playing?
No, I'm not part. A team was selected. They were trained. They did training.
But why didn't you join the team?
Oh, sir. This division of labor.
Maybe okay. No, why didn't you? No, but there's jack of all trade.
Master of none. Me, master of maths.
Okay, so let's go through that. There's a legacy games, okay? Yeah. The old rivalries, new glory. I like it. 7 Old Student Association are competing for this one. So that's the men's round robin where you get to play all the schools. So let's see the games. Motown at Disco will play. Then you have Kwabuche or Dadie, and then also Dadie Motown. And then you have Kwabuche at Disco or Dadie Motown Kwabuche. And it's happening today. It started around 8 a.m. at Achimota School Football Field. Achimota for the Ombe host and win on
yeah, park so but obi to me ko share park
so uko bi fia ko share no. Okay, so these are the fixtures like I said. So seven old student associations are competing. Yes, and okay,
there is a very good reason why these things are necessary.
Okay,
you know, there is something called the Alumni Alliance, right?
Yeah.
They're all alumni networks.
Okay.
There is an alliance, an association of alumni networks.
Okay.
And they are trying to make it a platform for advocating for policies in the senior high schools. So these games are opportunities for such interactions.
Okay.
I mean, building. You know, one major thing Kwame Nkrumah did for us as a nation is introducing this whole boarding house system.
Okay.
Which made it easier for people from all parts of the country to interact.
Yeah.
I personally believe that's one of the main reasons why we have so many intermarriages, and we've not had a large-scale civil war in Ghana, like among tribes and the rest.
Yes,
because you spend time in your formative years with someone from Ashanti and the rest. The person even becomes your friend, then you say, because I'm Ewe and it's Ashanti, we should fight. No.
Yeah.
He can join NPP, I can join NDC, but at the end of the day, we know each other from school.
Sure.
So it helps lessen the tensions. And so all these things, when we have these schools interacting and everything, it's all helping to build a civic space for dialogue, for interactions and the rest. And it's also an opportunity to let off steam, relax on the weekend. Yeah, but it's better you do this than to go and do something which is not worthwhile. So some of the associations you mentioned here are most of our strongest collaborators. In fact, yesterday we were also at the Accra Academy 95th anniversary launch. You know, Accra Academy is 95 years.
Yeah.
So they officially launched the anniversary.
Okay.
And we were there. So
you were there?
Representatives. I mean, we had two programs.
Okay.
One was the launch of our 150th anniversary awards.
Okay.
And so I went to that one because I remember the 150th anniversary planning committee.
Sure.
Others were, so we divided our some others into two. So others also went to the Accra Academy events since they invited us, and we even gave how do you call it, a goodwill message. We gave a goodwill message because you see, we believe we have to build networks among so that we can really move this country forward.
Wow, but is there or are there any plans to one day just widen the scope at least with the teams? No, I'm looking at the legacy games.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's why I said that. MFANTSIPIM has always had games. We have the mobile disco games. Those ones is
just between the two of you.
It's rivalry.
Okay.
Two of us.
Okay.
That one currently it's being paused. We want to commercialize it, so it's being paused. But I'm sure by next year it will resume. After our 150th year, which is this year, I'm sure next year it will resume.
Sure.
Even this year we have games. We have games, invitational games where we invite other schools. So at this school, same thing will similarly be replicated later in the year.
Okay. By active students, I guess.
Yes. So some by active students, some old boys.
Okay.
And the whole idea is, once it is these schools coming together, it's helping build.
Because I'm sure other schools might be interested as well. Other old students.
And when we started this games at this school, we widened it. We had triangular games with GSTS. We've had different games. Orgasmo people have asked to be part. So it's widened. I'm sure you recently saw these alumni games we did. Monday games.
Yeah.
I believe that these things will get to a level where so many schools will be interested. It will become like a mini league which is held once a year, just like science and maths quiz or something
for old students.
Yeah. You get my point. And it's a way to keep the social, cultural, entertainment, sports things going. You remember that when we used to have codes and things, our under 17 and things were doing better.
Yeah.
Because you see, you had a base, a youthful base which was producing talents. You could see those talents rise through under 17, through under 20, to 23 before they go to Black Star. But now the course system is not. Those days when I used to be Abubashi, Accra Academy, almost every weekend we go to the park because it's around there.
Yeah.
To go and watch matches.
Wow.
But now those things are not. Anybody, any serious person who goes to an academy the next time you're there in Europe, sometimes playing some obscure club or something, and it's not helping our sports.
Sure.
So we believe that with these alumni games we are doing, will help our sports also rise.
But where did you sports in school?
No, I played a lot of table tennis.
You liked?
Yes, I played a lot of table tennis.
Okay.
Vacation. That's one of the main sports I involve myself in. So video games, table tennis. Once in a while we play football. We used to play small post. At Bubashi.
Where's Ali Bubashi?
Oh, Bubashi, you know Mamon Wemi.
Yeah, Mamon.
Atiko. When you pass Atiko, you go inside Mamon near the Presby Church.
Yeah.
That's where we used to play it on the road. They would block the road. Yeah, we've done all those things before. Today, when people see me, they think
you never play football. That's why I wish you'd be part of this team so I can come there.
This one
we'll put a spotlight on you, so we'll see how. Not long ago, on the 11th of April 2026, at the Palm Convention Center, you know, the school launched its 150th anniversary.
Yes.
Can you give us a bit of a recap?
Yeah, so that was more or less the official launch, the official state launch. Okay. That's why we had the Vice President of the Republic, Excellency James Mensah, as the special guest. We had the chairman, Nana Samuel Badla, who is an old boy, a distinguished boy of the school. We had the Minister of Education, my friend, also in attendance, Haruna Idrisu.
Oh, okay.
And then we had several dignitaries all across board who attended. Now that was the national launch, the official launch.
The official launch.
In fact, initially they wanted to do it wanted to do it on the exact day the school was founded, which was early April 10th. But this year, unfortunately, Easter fell around that year.
Yeah.
So we had to shift it to another period, a week or so after, and launch it. And I'm sure you saw it on TV.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It was very well attended, very well attended. We had Sam Jonah giving a very good farewell message, one which I respect a lot. We had the Ministry of Education announcing several government initiatives there. It was at that meeting that he even confirmed that attendance of the president.
Wow.
For the November, the president will be in. This November, everybody's coming to Cape Coast. The hotels there are booked. Everything is booked.
Wow.
I'm telling you. Everything is booked. People are coming from outside. It's booked right to the extent that people are booking at Anumabo, Blue, and everything around. I mean, everywhere is booked.
For December?
Yeah, for November.
For November?
Yeah, November.
Wow.
Let's see. So we have the president coming. So far we have the Asantini also on the bill. Yes.
You have a tune for us, what?
Yes. So November is the place to be. In November, Cape Coast is the place to be.
Wow.
Yeah. Because you see, you are aware MFANTSIPIM is the first senior high school in Ghana. So, and you see that the Asantini, when we visited him somewhere a year and a half ago, he mentioned that, I mean, it was his ancestor, Prempe the First, who had gone to the school, passed through the school, and intimated that he wanted something like this built in Kumasi.
Ah.
So that's the origin of Prempe College.
Okay.
You get my point. And this year is exactly 80 years. His forefather, Prempe, came in 1946. This year is 2026. So
exactly 80 years. Oh, okay.
So, I mean, that connection, he wants to rekindle it. That's why he wants to. So it's not like he's going there for fun, but I mean to mark a historical distance. In fact, when we went there, he had intimated that he wanted to go there earlier. It's public. He wanted to come there earlier, but he felt the time was not right. He had not informed the traditional authorities, the school, and everything. He didn't want it to just be a surprise because he had come for the Fitua Fashe Day, as he was invited by the Ogwamahin, who is his very good friend. So he thought of, let me pass it, but he does this by protocol. He does things, he's a king, he does things by protocol. So he wanted the appropriate time. And the 150th year, being 80 years after Prempe came there, it sort of suits the bill. You got a point in hand. So that is why the anticipation is that yes, definitely he will be there. Of course, when the president attends, he's the special guest of honor. He will give a keynote.
Sure.
So that is also there. Definitely, the Minister of Education will also be there.
Yeah.
So everybody is coming.
Wow.
To Cape Coast in November.
Congratulations. That's huge, and certainly in November will also be there to cover everything. But the activities, that preludes this huge milestone.
Yeah.
Has it already taken off?
Oh yes, we started the activities early this year. I mean, there was an initial press launch, February, a press statement. The GS director attended. The Methodist Church. We have stakeholders. We found key stakeholders.
Sure.
One is the Old Boy Association, which is MOBA, which does a lot of projects in the school, maintains the school. So it's a key stakeholder. You have the Methodist Church, which birthed the original Infantsipim, so to speak, as a mission school before Mesa Sabari named it. Then you of course have the Fanti community, the community where it came, because the rebirth was instigated mostly by Fanti nationalists led by Saba and the rest. The Aborigines right protection guys, you get a point, led by them. And then Infantsipim obviously being a key stakeholder in Ghana's education system. The Ministry of Education is a key stakeholder. And the Ministry of Education's arm is the GES, also a key stakeholder.
Yeah.
So these are all key stakeholders in our celebration. So, and they've all taken part. In fact, GES has a rep on our anniversary planning committee. Funny enough, it's also an old boy.
Wow.
Now, even the director general of GES is an old boy.
Wow.
The minister himself, we've made him an honorary old boy. So, I mean, everything has so far gone well. After that press listing, we did a competition. We got, which had already started, and we were able to get a cloth, 3 variants of cloth. One, what I'm wearing is one.
Okay, for the 150th.
Yeah, for the 150th.
Okay.
This is 150th specific. Actually, what I'm wearing is what the students in the school are supposed to wear.
Okay.
There are 2 others, which anybody who wants it can get some at the 150th anniversary secretariat or at the mobile secretariat. The 150th has a separate secretariat set up solely to run the activities.
Okay.
But when you come to one secretariat, there will be a way for you to get it.
Sure.
Yeah. But so there are 3 variants. There's the one I'm wearing, which will be the one the students will wear come November. Then there are 2. There's one white, and then there's one which is the official.
Okay. So there you have it.
Yeah.
Over there. So 3.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it was all launched at this ceremony, which was well attended. It was also a fundraiser. Because I mean, if I tell you our anniversary budget,
it's not easier.
It's not easy. I mean, it's millions.
Wow.
Yes. Even where we are going to do the main event, which is the Kwabuchi Center for Sports, our stadium we are building.
Okay.
What we need to finish it up is about $3 million. Thankfully, we have one old boy who has taken the bill. KGL Group. I'm sure you know him.
Yeah, KGL. Yeah. He's an old student.
Yeah, he used to be an athlete. He was a top athlete.
Yeah, that tall. Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, he was a top athlete in school.
So he's.
So he said, Charlie, this.
Wait, $3 million no? Or no say
Otia. Was signed check and I say. Apart from that, he's one of the main founders of the anniversary, together with the Bushapeni and his company, which is the Margins Group as well. Moses Baden Jr. He is the company behind like our Ghana card.
Wow.
He's an old boy. He's our Bushapeni, actually the president of MOBA. We call him Bushapeni.
Yeah.
And his company is also one of the lead sponsors for the anniversary. Nana Sambro Badla as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also one of our main financial backers. We have a lot of other corporates putting in, and we also even have a levy where we've levied all year groups. So you see that it's quite
it's very, very
yeah, because you see we want to celebrate it in grand style. It's 150 years. The 100 years during this was Kutua Champions Days. It was celebrated as a national event. The special guest of honor was Kutua Champion. That's why this 150th, we make sure that the president
also be there,
becomes a special guest. And you see, there's a lot of thought which has gone into all this, because this preparation started 2023, 2 years ago. So sometimes when people see us doing this, they are like, they think we just got up and
you started just
No, it has taken a lot of thought. That's why I personally believe that even for this interview, some of the people who could have come maybe were struggling to come because maybe they were not too much in the flow, and if some of them may feel that if I come here, maybe I may be embarrassed or something. Because sometimes, you see, if you are not in the flow, you may not, and you are not there from the beginning. You don't seem to get some of the import of the things, because every program, every activity has a concept note behind it.
Wow.
So you have to be there. Thankfully, I have been there from the beginning. So I tend to sort of analyze. That's why they be pushing me because so it's a very elaborate celebration. So after that, we had a Founders Day weekend in April, 24th to 26th in Cape Coast. We did a tree planting exercise, a historic tree planting exercise to mark the occasion. So the trees, as they are growing, is a reminder of the fact that these were planted then 150th year. Yeah, we have, and then so we had a Founders Day weekend. There was a lot of things which went on, mentorship sessions for the students. We are building a 150th anniversary monument in the school.
150th anniversary monument.
The SYE 2020, the sponsor year group for this year is the one building that. We are also building, we also want to finally complete our infirmary project, which we started years ago, to commission it as part of it, as well as commissioning the Kaboche Center for Sport Excellence, which is the main project.
Wow.
So it's a lot. So sometimes when you see us going to Cape Coast, people think that maybe I need some chick who Cape Coast near.
And also count.
And
also count.
Me particularly.
I know say no count into the.
Me no count. Me nyango pon sof.
Wow. Interested. Wow. This is huge. In June, I can see you've lined up a series of events.
Yeah, June, most of the events in June are for the Takpade people, for chapters. In fact, we dedicated May and June for chapter events.
Okay.
MOBA, there's the main body, but there are chapters. Western region has their chapter, Ashanti has this chapter. Overseas, the UK, they have their chapter, the US have their chapter. So more or less, we dedicated May and June, because May and June is some month overseas.
Yeah.
That's when they usually hold their events. As this, and then some of the local chapters also decided to bring programs in, so we incorporated all that there. So you will see that there are events there, but most of them,
I see Tadi, I see London, UK,
exactly,
and then also the sesquicentennial lecture.
So we had planned for 3 lectures. The first one has been done. It was also held. It was very well received on the Founders Day weekend. Professor of Commander College, he did that. It was a very fantastic lecture. Try and look for it. Anybody who listens to that sees the context of secondary education in Ghana. It was very deep.
Yeah.
Even, I've read right in these things, but even me, I still picked some things there.
Wow.
The idea, and so that the 3 lectures were planned. Some of them, the times will be shifted a bit because of scheduling conflicts. But those lectures will take place. Then July is more or less like a low month. It's not much. Then things pick up again in August.
Okay.
August, we generally already have programs we do at mobile. We have council meetings, like our parliamentary sessions, council meetings. And then we have a memorial and remembrance service, which we will do. We do that to remember all departed people, and so we'll do that. We'll do that at the Caribbean Methodist Church at Dabraka.
Wow.
Yes, it will be followed by a reception. Most likely at Cleaver House or something.
Wow.
Then those other activities will be Cape Coast based. In September, led by the school. There will be Cape Fit programs, Advancement for Christ as well. Clean-up exercises in the school, in the communities in the school. You see, we want our celebrations to also not just benefit the school, but to benefit the community around the school and Cape Coast. So we already did, this month, we did health screening, dental outreach. I was there. I was in Cape Coast for that, and it was very well received. You get my point? Because you see, if Infantsipim has hosted all these bright people who have gone on to achieve things, what are they giving back to those communities? So we had volunteers come from the UK, US, everywhere to go to Cape Coast to for a dental outreach, and it was massively oversubscribed. I'm telling you. Yeah, it was very well received, and there will be further outreaches as well. We'll do something called the annual engagement series also in September.
Okay,
that's a very important thing. We discuss very topical issues, generally centered around education, but sometimes to invest into something in the economy, something which will help national development. That will also be in September. Then we start going to the climax, getting to the climax. In October, we will launch the sequel to Edubain's book. We know we have a book, Infantsipim and the Making of Ghana. It was written by Professor Edubain. Wow. For the first 100 years of Infantsipim. That's 1876 to 1976, which talks about the history of secondary education in light of Infantsipim from beginning to the end. This year being the 150th, we have a sequel to that one. So that will be launched in October.
In October?
Yeah, October 14th. Wow. As part of the anniversary celebrations. There will be alumni fan games, like I said.
Okay.
We'll also have those things, health walks, other community outreaches as well in Takrad, everywhere. And we'll try and do also a sports meeting also at the Cape Coast Stadium involving the students and the rest. Then we'll move to November, which is the climax. Yeah, that is the icing on the cake.
Okay.
And that is when we'll commission we hope to commission all our projects. The first one, like I said, being the Kwabojo Center for Sports Excellence, which is our flagship multi-million-dollar international standard pitch, both for the soccer pitch and then the tartan tracks with complete stands. Any record you set, there will be an international record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an internationally certified standard.
How did you get that done?
Oh, we are bringing Mundo from overseas to fix it. Mundo.
Yeah, they fixed University of Ghana as well. Yeah.
Yes, so Mundo are doing a tartan track to international standard. The AstroTurf was also done by them, by the same way, because we decided to have a facility which sporting clubs are saying most they can use to come in, they can pay for it. And
so they just come in and they use it
to revenue.
Wow.
You get my point. To sustain it, the government can rent it for events, maybe school, college events, whatever. Because where it is to the hotels there and stuff, so it makes it easy. It's just opposite Pempamsi, Ridge Royal. It's a hotel enclave. You get my point. So that was the thinking behind it, to make it sustainable, so that it can be used also. And we were building it for the entire Cape Coast. The schools, so it's not as if it's a selfish thing. It's in Infantsipim, right? Okay. But it's for the use of our rivals at Disadel or Gasco and things. If they want to come and use it, yes. So we'll commission that. We hope to commission that. It's currently ongoing. We also hope to commission our infirmary, which we are building. And then as well, and then the 150th anniversary monument, which I mentioned. Yeah, it's also a nice water fountain monument. When you come and you see that.
Yeah, we do say
So all that will be done, and then obviously there will be the Deba as well. Which I said the special guest of honor will be the president, who will come and give his keynote. Like I said, currently on the drawing board is the fact that the Ashanti is also expected there as well. When he comes, he may do 1 or 2 events. It's not yet been firmed up yet, but all that is part of the planning, which is very elaborate. So if you notice, month on month there are activities. That's why we had to have a clear secretariat dedicated solely for the anniversary, but also a secretariat of all stakeholders of Infantsipim, not just MOBA. So it could not just be only MOBA secretary or MOBA secretary. It had to be all the other stakeholders, so that they all feel they are involved in there. In fact, actually, the 150 secretariat was donated to us by the Methodist Church. It was the former Methodist conference room. Okay. And the MOBA also renovated it so that we can use it for that purpose. Yes.
That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. So it looks like a long list of activities lined up.
Yes.
Before the main event.
And then, like I said, yesterday we launched our awards. Our awards, it's a very elaborate award scheme. The school is old. There are a lot of accomplished old boys. So all the time, MOBA always struggles to do award schemes, because award schemes always bring controversy. Like I said, Umawe, I don't know, point. But the sense was just that, look, whatever it is, there are a lot of good footballers, but there's still Lionel Messi and there's still Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So, but the criteria must be as objective as possible. You get my point? So that there will not be too much criticisms after the awards are
Exactly.
So, yesterday we announced the award scheme.
Okay.
Now, the scheme is very elaborate. Like I said, PricewaterhouseCoopers is overseeing everything. We deliberately brought them on board so that they are independent audit firm.
Okay.
You get my point? They will monitor everything, the schemes, the awards, which will involve voting. They will oversee the process and everything. The nomination is open. In fact, anybody from the public can nominate anybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
but do you have the categories for the award?
Yeah, there are categories. Yesterday, it was all elaborately given.
Okay.
There are several categories. If you don't mind, I can share that
Yeah,
presentation.
you can.
So I would share that presentation with you so that you guys can have there's categories. I mean, people who have served. There's a category for people who served earlier on before Ghana became Ghana, because if Ghana started 1876.
Yeah.
So there's one category which seeks to honor people posthumously if they are alive as well. Nobody. Most of them are dead.
Okay.
So from 1876 to 1957, when Ghana was Ghana. So there's a category for that.
Okay.
And that's why we are asking for nominations across board.
Okay.
If you believe it's an advancement board.
Yeah.
And funny enough, we are not only awarding advancement boards, we are awarding teachers and all people who are associated with advancement, who have played a role. I hope you know.
I get.
We want it to be as objective as possible, but the award has been set up in such a way that if you are not nominated by someone, you cannot get an award.
Now you need to be nominated.
You need to be nominated, and that is one layer to ensure that, because for someone to nominate you means the person believes you matter.
Okay.
Okay. Then Pricewaterhouse, working with the committee responsible for that, will sort all these things out. They will be in charge of all the voting. They will be in charge of the back end and everything. We don't want to have any hand in it. In fact, there is a rule there that if you are a member of the committee or something and someone nominates you for a particular award, you have to stay out of that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You have to stay out of things related to that. We want it to be as fair and as objective as possible. No. So we brought an independent auditor, PwC, to more or less be in charge of that, so that there will be fairness. So, and that's the process is supposed to be finished on 31st October, so that to present it to people in a grand, nice way. At a gala, nice gala. It's a climax. After the event in November, which will be very elaborate with all the things, we'll have a thank you dinner to thank all our sponsors and everybody who played a key role, to thank the nation, to thank all stakeholders for a job well done. Then the 150th anniversary planning more or less ends. And for that matter, the 150th anniversary secretariat also more or less ends. The only thing is maybe accounting. So you have to account and audit what was done, what was done with the money, so that people know that, hey, you need to be skilled. Before someone goes to say, hey, any idea of the anniversary committee? And I will this kind of I choose young my here. They also have a you know what people can
okay. Let me ask about this.
Yeah.
150 years is huge.
Yeah.
I know you get to 150 before any other senior high school, obviously, because you are the oldest in the country. And I'm looking at one of the things that has also made you very relevant in the space we are talking about. National Science and Maths quiz.
Oh, okay.
Now I went through the history, and no school has been able to three-peat, meaning win it 3 times on a bounce. Presec tried a couple of times, it never worked. They won twice, but then it never. They couldn't even win it 3 times. Even recently, they came close again. They won 2022, 2023, and then
they kicked out in the semi-final.
Of course, MFANTSIPIM came all the way to win it. But then, funny enough, and interestingly, MFANTSIPIM has won it the last 2 years. 2024, 2025. Now, there's a correlation here. Climaxing your 150th anniversary. How crucial is this to the school, and what are they doing about it?
Oh, I mean, yes, it's crucial to us. It's a competition, and we know that if we win it, it will make our anniversary climax even the more better. So it's a crucial project. I am involved in.
Do you have your eyes there? That's a committee.
No. You see, so let me give you a history about our natural science and maths history. When the competition started, Infantsum was not taking it seriously. What people don't know is that the whole idea of the natural science and maths quiz came from Infantsum's teacher's room.
The whole idea was conceived by teachers of Infantipim.
Yes, in our teachers' room, where teachers
common room, yeah.
Yes, and when it was conceived there, you got a point. And so it was conceived there, but funny enough, Infantsum was not taking preparation for the competition.
Why?
More serious. No, Infantsum is a. In terms of schooling, you call it a dinosaur. It has a lot of people who have achieved so much. So they see, the initial take was that this is just a test in memory and rote learning. So, Charlie, we have better things to do.
Wow.
So, when later on, people started saying that, oh, Infantsum is now a school of past glories. Past glory. You know, people started saying those things. Then they said, Namo, yeah, guys, you better grow where So when we take it seriously, we really do well. So they felt 99. What happened was that the feeling was that, look, the century is coming to an end. We initiated this. We will not want it. We have to win it. So the preparation resource was put, so we won it. Now over a period, we were not taking it serious as we should. Preparations, trials, when people walk up, they put the student in air conditioning room, and the Infantsum, they won't mind, because see, the Infantsum is a very egalitarian school. They don't like making some students feel like they are better than others.
I get it.
So like other schools like OWAS and things where they have separate houses for the NSMQ teams, where they have air conditioning for them, where other students don't have, it's like you are discriminating. So the idea is that you are going to represent us, but there's nothing special about you. When the time comes, you are going to. So that was going on and on and on, and people felt that okay, this is becoming too much. Let's also dedicate some resources here, and win it. So we really made a very strong push from 2021, 2022. 2022, we thought we were going to win it, but we lost the semi-final, last semi-final, the last riddle.
Yeah,
you get my point. Then 2023, we also got to the semi-final. Then we realized that no, we needed to push more. So we pushed more and won it in 2024.
Yeah.
And then we repeated in
2025. So back
to back. And maybe for all you know, everybody's waiting for us to win back to back. Because we are the first school. So Presec has done it twice, they failed. Pempe has tried it once, they failed.
It didn't work.
Infantsum has to start it before they start.
But you think the 150th anniversary at some sort of, a bit of, these are kids, but some pressure knowing that. Yeah. It's our 150th anniversary. Yes. We need to do this.
So the last time I visited them, because I visit the team periodically for pep talks and everything. I mentioned that to them that yes, we know they are feeling the pressure and everything, because you have to pep talk them so that they are feeling the pressure, but they should know that it's a competition. You get my point? You want to win, but others have a parent. Do you know that their team this year for most of the schools for NSMQ? Especially our top rivals. You know their team.
Oh, really?
You don't know their team?
No.
Anybody but Infantsum.
So there's the rest of the schools against Infantsum?
Yes.
Yeah.
The idea is that
no, because it will be historical.
Yes.
If you win.
So the feeling they have is anybody but Infantsum.
Anybody.
You will see when the competition is going. You will see that against
anybody but Infantsum.
Yeah. So, but we are also saying that we are praying that God will have mercy on us and favor us to win.
Okay.
But we know that we cannot only rely on God's mercy and things. We also have to do our part. We also have to prepare. I believe we have a very good and solid team. I know other schools also have good teams.
Sure.
We are preparing. I pray and trust that God will favor us to win.
Do you know the last two runner-ups to Infantipim?
Augustine's.
St. Augustine's.
Yes. And because Augustine's at a point in time decided to invest in, they have a whole building dedicated to NSMQ.
So why is Infantipim not doing that?
Oh, That's why.
Because you are 4-time winners of the competition.
Yeah, that's why I try to.
3 or is it 4 less than?
4 times winners.
So 4 less than Presec.
Yes.
Yeah, they are the most decorated.
Yeah, they are the most decorated.
Yeah.
And then followed by
Pepe,
which is 5.
5.
Then
Yeah.
we 4.
The school you bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for long periods, like I said, we're not taking it serious.
Okay.
You get my point. Because even if you want to watch, our last wins, which have brought us to 4, was just in the last 5.
Yeah, last 5. Yeah, you've won.
You get my point. So, but maybe last 5. So, if you want to talk the last 10 years, we have won like 3 times. We have won like a third of the trophies over the last 10 years. You get my point. Because we realize that it is now of very strategic value.
Okay.
In terms of marketing the school and everything. So, though someone will dismiss it as, oh, this is not, it's just a quiz competition and everything. It is informing the quality of students you attract and that kind of thing. So if you want to remain at the top, you may as well invest some amount of resources in there, which will also help you to do your best to win. Okay. You have a point. Yeah, we know that people are coming prepared. Like I told you this year, for most of the schools, anybody but MFANTSIPIM. If they need to give each other assist, so that
just so that you don't read it,
they will do it. But we also say no weapon fashion against the shall. We'll give out our best, and we trust that by the grace of God, that will be enough to help us climax our year.
Wow, that would be great.
That would be very great.
That would be great. Yeah.
But we always had a caveat. It's a competition. Whatever happens, we'll still give God a glory. We'll still have a great 150th anniversary. But the point is that we trust that will happen for us.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Does the school offer business now?
No.
Why?
Don't. Oh, you see, MFANTSIPIM is very science technical bias. In fact, at some point in time, some of our rivals laugh at us and say it's MFANTSIPIM SecTech. You get my point? It was set up mainly for arts, science, and technical education.
Okay.
You get my point? Later, they added general arts component, all these things.
Now, why not business all these years?
But we have, funny enough, we have very strong business groups on campus, business clubs and stuff.
So how come you're not offering? Traditionally you're not offering it, but so where do these clubs really?
Look, if you're able to study science, you should be able to do business. If you're able, because see, the general arts has economics, it has all those things inside. You get a point. It doesn't have core business courses, but it has financial, economics, and all those things there. So when you finish, you can easily read administration at the business school. A lot of people finish science, they also go and read administration and that kind of thing. You get a point. So I mean, those are the courses they offer now, and that's been what has been going on for years. I don't think there's any desire to change now. Maybe at a point they may add that.
Okay.
But now, I mean, MFANTSIPIM always tries to be very traditional with the things it does.
Okay.
You get a point. But the MFANTSIPIM education is also a bit holistic. You tend to learn everything. But MFANTSIPIM education is not just about your course.
Okay.
It's about the environment, what you learn through clubs. There's a writers and debaters club. There's a robotics club. There's a historical society. So MFANTSIPIM used to have a parliament, mock parliament, and the rest. So in the First Republic, both the leader of the government, the Second Republic, and Abuzia, both the leader of the government being Buzia, his deputy were MFANTSIPIM boys, the leader of the opposition, Agama, and the rest, they all MFANTSIPIM boys. They were all in parliament. Sure. Because the school had a mock parliament system which used to train people in government, in governance, and that kind of thing. So as MFANTSIPIM was just set up to train leaders.
Wow.
I get it.
I get it. 055055220579300025, and you can also join the conversation. You can just call. We have about some 8 minutes to check out. 0550055522 0579300025. But MOBA as a group won the 2025 best group of the year.
Yes.
Charlie, how strong is this group? How?
Oh, I mean, in terms of, the strength there is comparative. We people at MOBA will criticize ourselves. We believe that our school could have been far better. You know my point. We criticize ourselves, but relatively compared to others, we are very up there. You get my point. So So, I mean, we ourselves believe that there's a lot for us to work on to take things higher.
Okay.
You get a point. But in its current state, it is still at the top. It's like you doing best. You know you are the best in your class, but you know that you can do better. Maybe you are topping your class with 80%. But you know that if you push yourself a bit more, you can get 95, 97, 98, 99, or maybe 100. You get a point. So that's why we are trying to even revamp the infrastructure in the school. You get a point, and make sure that systems are functioning better. There are some developments we want to do which will help bring some revenues to mobile and also help the school. We want to bring the school to a level where a mobile will not want to go and pay $10,000 to take his child to SOS or GIS. I will say, I believe facilities are there enough for me to take my child to MFANTSIPIM. You got a point.
Yeah.
So that is, I think, the next phase. But that doesn't mean we want to be discriminatory or charge those high fees per se. But it's just that we want to let standards be to that level. You got a point. So that's what we are trying to work towards in collaboration for all stakeholders, because the school is not quote unquote for mobile. You got a point. But we want the standards there to be high. And you see, the thing is that when MFANTSIPIM tries to upgrade and do those things, others copy. You got a point. And when the others copy, they also improve, and then everything is.
Let me go to the full lights. I'll get back to you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, that's sad. I lost the caller, so you can still call. You can call. I still have here with me a 2G2-year group, Achu Agbamabiase, and we really having an interesting conversation with regards to the upcoming 150th anniversary. But where did mobile start? Where's your secretariat? Is it within the school premises, or you have one in Accra?
No. We are planning to open one office inside the Kofi Annan building.
Oh, okay. Let me go to the phone lines again. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Max FM.
Yes, please. Max TV, Max FM.
Yeah, that's good. What I'm saying is about the sponsors.
Okay. Please, wait. Please, can we know your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Samuel Chikata. I'm calling from East Legon.
Okay, please go ahead.
All right. I'm asking that Baba Rahman concerned about the DIU going to the World Cup. All right. We need. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, we are hearing rumors through this now they call it the media that they call Baba Rahman to World Cup. They are calling the DIU to World Cup. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, we are all Ghanaians. But now we need attackers that can score the goal. If they will call Baba Rahman, then it's good that they should call the DIU, even more than Baba Rahman.
Okay, thank you very much for your time on the phone. Charlie, Aju, you see what MFANTSIPIM people focus?
If your sports show you do before the program,
so now I don't know. I don't know.
You want make I start talking about Ghana football?
I just said the day are you then too. So me I don't know. So you get something to add. Yeah.
I'm not a subject matter expert.
Let me go back to the phone lines. I hope this will be talking about MFANTSIPIM. Hello.
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 Yes, you can be heard loud and clear. Your name and where you're calling from?
Because of I thought from Ampare number 1.
Now, your friend say.
Please, the network is no good.
Charlie, that's hard. You call me, you say that. Charlie, the problem is on this.
How you go do?
You can. Talking about the secretariat. Where is Ali's secretariat?
Oh, so the mobile secretariat is on the 7th floor of the Wesley Towers, the Methodist headquarters.
Okay.
It's just opposite the African Free Continental Trade.
Yeah,
in the area of City House, the Ambassadorial Enclave, that area, yeah. So Bank of Ghana and that road. So then Methodist, the Wesley Towers, the Methodist Tower. We are on the 7th floor.
7th floor.
Yeah. So I mean that is the new mobile secretariat. The 150th anniversary secretariat is still at the Wesley House. Like I said, it's at the old conference room,
okay,
which has been renovated. But like I said, at the end of the celebrations, that one will more or less closed down.
Okay.
And the only thing place will be the mobile secretary.
Okay, I think I have another caller. Hello.
At the end of the celebration.
Hello. Oh.
Today,
okay. I don't know what's happening. Someone called me and told me the network is bad, so you can imagine. let me go back to the phone lines again. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set, please?
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you please turn down the volume of your TV set, please?
Okay, Mpacho.
Okay. Yeah.
Mpacho person because Argentina attack on no drop.
Oh, Patrick, when you sports show, Mr. We are senior high school show. Sports time you draw. I'll be to my friend, Mr. Charlie. We better wrap up because this thing that is happening. I don't even understand, Charlie. Charlie. Drink Shekai.
Yes.
Drink Shekai.
Yes.
That's the motto, right?
Yeah, that's our motto. Think and look ahead.
Think
visionary.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean plan ahead. I mean, yeah.
I wanted to get to Achimota Park and get some update, but unfortunately,
don't worry.
Yeah,
the whole event is happening the whole day. So
no, but for now, it's loud. No, for now, it's loud. No,
you can be assured that Kabuchi is winning.
Actually, let me take your final words before we check out. Let me take your final words.
So my final words are simply this: we are celebrating our 150th anniversary.
Okay.
But it's 150th anniversary of also secondary education in Ghana.
Okay.
So we are asking all schools, all the alumni to help us celebrate. We can't do it in isolation. All our stakeholders are on board. So celebrate with us. You say too known, but when you are also celebrating, you also come in.
We are guys.
But so join us, celebrate. I mean, and I almost forgot this.
Yeah.
We are also fundraising towards our project. So we have institutional sponsors, corporate sponsors, but we also have a code. So star 920.
$3 million reaching now.
Star 920 star 1876, which is the year the school was founded. Hash. You just follow the prompts. Donate anything you want to donate to it.
Please mention that.
Who knows if so star 920 star 1876 hash, and then you follow the prompt. Donate. Who knows, that may be a seed which God will look upon to make it easy for your child to enter. So donate.
Sow the seed today.
Yeah, because if you are sowing a seed to help upgrade the facilities in the school, heaven has noticed. You are making a memorial like
one day your kid will benefit.
One day your kid will benefit.
Thank you very much, Achu Agbabebi. As a 2002-year group, MFANTSIPIM school, and all too soon we just have to wrap up on today's edition of the School Connect. Thanks so much to DJ Holy, the entire production team, and then also Uncle Philip in the MCR. My name is Jose Okoko. It's always a pleasure to come your way with every single episode of the School Connect. You do enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.
This opportunity to
Max TV, sports, entertainment, and more.
Novella chats. Max TV telenovelas. Any comfortable, aka sensational.
Novella Chat at 1 p.m. every Sunday only on Max TV.